So we are live. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, people?
We on Up and Away, Nova Destiny. The group was on board the luxury space liner Space Whale. And they all have secret identities to perform a heist for Gigi, the owner of an establishment that they kind of crashed. They made a deal with Gigi, and she hooked them up with some weapons and equipment and has sent them on this mission to perform a heist for her of a precious artifact that was stolen many millennia ago by the dreaded Baron Stahl, a metal man. And that's kind of where we find ourselves right now.
What day are we at? Are we still on kind of forgetting
This
that part? Just
this
day one.
is day one. We literally stopped during breakfast.
Okay.
Breakfast, like I said, is just from it's just that a big block of like 6 hours in the morning. It's essentially the whole morning, and it's just breakfast. So if you go to breakfast early, the only reason to really stay at breakfast the whole time would be to kind of walk around and get the lay of things that at least whatever's open, which is not a lot. And you are in the main ballroom, so like I said, you can see the sculpture as well as other pieces of art. But beyond that, there's no shows or anything. There's no official that sort of thing. It's just breakfast. So the only reason to stay would be to kind of like mingle or like see who's around. Because remember, the whole idea of this party is that the the Baron is like just this big collector. He collects everything, including all of the people at this party, right? Because you're only supposed to be at this party if you're special in
Important.
some
Yeah.
way. Like you're important, you're elite. So everybody's there just basically trying to show off for the Baron, for each other. It's all just extravagance and for extravagance sake, essentially.
Okay. Then I think he is going to spend the morning after his breakfast, just getting drunk and mingling.
Okay, all right. So he starts early, and of course he is with the slave girl, uh, who is actually the bounty hunter Stephanie Mars, and she is kind of hanging around on a chain, being mostly naked, except for her head
I
in a
forgot about that part.
yeah, in a full kind of like iron mask looking thing that covers her whole head, and only her blonde hair, kind of long blonde hair, kind of strings out the back. So
Cool.
that's what you're doing, kind of drinking, making the rounds. Um, Guthix and Ren, they're pretty much the only ones that go late. Are they just gonna swoop in, get food, check things out, and take off?
Yeah, that's Ren's plan at least.
I think Guthix is going to also mingle, look around, do his thing.
Okay. But of course Guthix is a little he's later, so he doesn't have nearly as much
Sure.
time to
It's more of like brunch,
mingle.
you know. He's there, he shows up, you know, see what's happening.
Let me ask you, for Timmy, is he going to specifically engage people, the get other guests, or is he just going to kind of hang out and just people watch, see what happens if anybody talks to him? whatever.
Yeah, Timmy's going to engage people. He's there to have a good time, drink, you know, enjoy his pleasant event that he had been offered away from the Rube Cox military.
Okay. Go ahead, Cameron, and for Timmy, roll a d12.
NPC number 3.
This is
Mm.
the number of people you've pissed off today already.
Oh
So,
man, I've got to get those numbers up. Those are
mhm,
rookie numbers.
definitely. So, you're kind of hanging out, you're just having breakfast, and you know, slave Stephanie is kind of just, on the floor, hanging out by your side, and this guy walks over to you in a cowboy hat and kind of a jacket, like a kind of a western style, some boots, and big mustache, big thick mustache. He kind of leans down, he takes his hat off, and he says, "Fancy we being at the same place at the same time, Admiral."
Why, I guess that's so. What do you go by, friend? Come, have a drink.
Huh. You, you don't know me?
No. Should I know you? Of course you know me. Who doesn't know me?
I recognize your uniform and your rank, but actually I don't know your face. Trust me, if we had met in combat, I'd remember that mug. But surprised that you don't know me. Derek Starchaser.
Cool name. Let's see. Let me write that down.
Go
Next
ahead.
Starchaser.
Go ahead and have Timmy roll an intelligence check. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So we established that last episode that Timmy had watched at least a decent amount of the Ganger 5 show, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And Timmy's like looking at this guy and he didn't recognize him at first, but then he said his name and there was, oh geez, what did Matt call it? A crossover episode where the Ganger 5 team and that show crossed over with another show also based on true events called, I think it was called Derek Starchaser and the Marauders. And where,
What was that show about? What did they do?
well, see, that's the thing is you never saw that show. Nobody ever. There was just this one crossover episode of the Ganger 5 show, and where the Ganger 5 team is obviously the 5 people in the 5 ships that come together to make a giant robot. Derek Starchase and the Marauders, when they showed up on the show, they all had just ships, and they didn't like form up into any kind of robot or anything. They were just like guys in ships, but there's a bunch of them, and they were really small, fast ships.
Okay, so they're kind of like
Really? Really? A bunch of guys in small Oh god. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek's Starchaser, isn't it? Oh, I think I heard of you once or twice. Let's see. The name's
Now you
Deptic. Grand Driver of the Overlord.
well, you know, I I never thought I'd be at one of these things, but eh, you know, there are perks to celebrity. Sometimes you just can't change the world, you know.
You have
And
to have
he's
a mighty will there, friends. But yes, it is. It's very strange times we live in. Please, please. What were you gonna say?
uh he was yeah, he was like talking to you, and this person shows up, this alien, this like little like gray person with a big head. You're not really sure. Comes up and is like, "Have your autograph?" Oh, hey there. Sure. He like writes out this autograph on this pad, and he's like, "Now that'll be 1,000 credits." Okay. He like, "Ching." All right, you run along now. The adults are talking. And he turns back to the general. Now, you distinctly remembered that this guy on this show was like a hero that fought these guys. Like his like whole life was like he's
Fighting
fight,
against the
fighting
military that
against
I'm part
this.
of it.
Yes, fighting against because they like destroyed the one thing you remember is it's you got a good intelligence check. You remember the kind of background that these people destroyed this guy's like whole, not just his world, but like all the worlds around his world.
Oh, okay. So we're
Yeah,
like
like
brutal
mortal
enemies.
enemies. Yeah, like
Oh shit.
absolutely, like 100%.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Derek Starchasers. Hmm. Briefly sounds familiar, but honestly, I don't know.
You don't have to
Do you
pretend.
have business with me, or are we here to drink?
Well, it's evening somewhere. I guess we're here to drink. And Derek kind of snaps his fingers and gets one of those waiter droids to come over, those waiter bots, and he orders up some drinks.
We leave business at the door here at these events, you know. We might be mortal enemies on the field, but we can share a drink from time to time.
Ah, you're getting the feeling that maybe he's not your mortal enemy anymore. I don't
Yeah,
know. That
he's just doing it.
things have kind of maybe changed for Derek Starchaser a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, why else would he be at this event talking to you? Seems a
That's a
little
good
weird.
question. That is pretty weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Celebrity makes strange bedfellows.
hmm So
hmm.
so yeah, you kind of talked to this guy Derek, and and it's interesting because as people approach you and him, he does a lot of talking. So you just kind of get to sit and listen to him, and he just seems like really fucking full of himself.
One second. Fuck. Where's Just looking something up real quick.
Why you do that?
Hey, Derek.
Oh,
You know, you kind of remind me of someone. You ever heard of what's that bugger's name? Drake Tungsten, I think.
Drake Tungsten. That loser. Last I heard, he was face down in a pile of his own vomit in some bar all the way out past the Frobaz Corporation territory. uh, his toy prices they're just bottomed out. Nobody cares about those Ganger guys anymore. You know, they were all right, I guess, but well, we all know what happened, don't we? Hail the Overlord.
Right, is that?
Now, of course, you know that the Overlord now is not one of those, blue purple guys, not one of those Simperian guys, but it's the the twin. It's Rubicon. He was, a pilot in the show, the prince, the twin who killed his dad
Right.
and like went crazy and after the sister died and he is now the Overlord at this
Well,
moment.
let's just say I don't see Drake here tonight with us, do we now?
Oh
But
yeah.
nah.
he couldn't he couldn't buy his way into a place like this.
Oh, no.
So
Anyway,
Anya gets she's kind of resting. She's kind of like half asleep, and she gets an alert. There's like a doot 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 kind of going off in her room.
What?
You have a message.
Play it.
This is a message from the scheduling office. Your schedule of performances has been changed. Please call the scheduling office for more information. Thank you.
Computer, call the scheduling office.
Calling the scheduling office.
Uh,
Yep, yep.
translate.
Hello, this is the scheduling office. Can I help you?
I got a message that my schedule had changed. I am Reedy Reputon.
Hang on. Repureedy. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Let's see. New schedule. Yes. Okay. So you have looks like one single performance during the early performance period at the very beginning, the first block, and your performance for the nighttime event for the first day has been canceled.
Reasons?
Uh, they leave any notes? Uh, um, well,
Out with it.
let me place you on a brief hold. Meanwhile, Thawar
Fucking
gets
call
a.
centers.
Meanwhile, Thawar gets an alert as well.
answer. Hello.
You have a message from the scheduling office.
Play the message.
This is the scheduling office, confirming your performances. And then the scheduling office confirms all your performances as they were on your schedule, so you know that your schedule is correct. It's like
Okay.
about an hour before the thing.
All right.
So Anya's on hold. The fuck? Just listen music coming from nowhere. Finally, the music stops. You can hear this guy. No official reason given. It seems that yeah, I don't know. You may have to talk to your agent. Thanks for calling the scheduling office. My name is Clark. Your call has ended.
Very helpful.
Computer, upload my new schedule. Computer,
You have received a
upload.
call from the scheduling office.
Put it through.
You have just had a call from the scheduling office. Would you like to rate your scheduler? If you would like to give the
Please let us know
scheduler
how he
1
did.
star, say 1. If you would like to give the scheduler 2 stars, say 2.
Are we actually role playing this?
No,
Are we role? Are
no,
we
no,
fucking?
no.
It's like, really? You want? I give
Click.
1
one
star.
star. I give 1 star to the DM at this point.
Yeah.
for
Yes.
for putting me through call center hell because
Yes.
call center hell. Yes.
Exactly.
Anyway,
All right.
um,
So, yeah.
she asked the computer to download her new schedule to her, uh, I guess her pad or whatever they gave her or whatever, so that she now has it so that she can do what she's gonna do. Actually, looking at the new schedule, this gives her more time to case the joint. So
It does.
she's gonna use her time wisely.
Okay.
She's
Literally,
oh
when she looks, sorry, when she looks at her schedule, I mean, she was like booked solid. Like she has the
solid,
old one,
yeah.
and she was booked solid, and she now has one single block, like literally a half hour block at the very beginning, and that's it. Like nothing else the first day. Her second and third day schedules right now are still the same. There's still the packed schedule that she had before, but now she has free time, and
Okay.
it's getting close. It's coming down to the
So just to let you
end
know,
of breakfast.
she's decided, and she had decided this before that she wasn't going to like try to give it her all for the entire thing because that would have just been impossible. She was
Hmm.
going to try to like manage the expectations, obviously.
Okay.
Even though and for this first day, she's going to give it a little bit more for the first performance, but if her second and third days are staying the same, she's going to wait to like her last performance to really like, you know, end
Try
it
and
with
wow.
a wow,
Hmm.
but this first one is just going to be like, okay, maybe this first one will be some, eh, yeah, yeah. She's managing her
Gotta
time
manage
and
expectations.
she's managing her time and her power level and all that,
But yeah,
she's
but she's
managing
not
it all.
holding back too much right now because
No, no, no. No.
she's on. Okay. All
Hmm.
right. Gotcha. All right. So,
So I guess if it's almost time,
yeah.
she's gonna get dressed. She's gonna put on that what the hell is the thing called? the face tuner. She's gonna put the face
The little
tuner
strip
on
on.
and get ready to activate that before she walks. She's gonna activate it and look in the mirror and yeah, boop and boop. There she goes.
Then flicker
And I guess
bean a
she's
little bit.
yeah she's gonna head down to the
I never looked so
oh
pretty.
yeah so yeah she's gonna head down to the performing stage and get ready to go. Yeah.
All right. So she's getting ready to do that. Thawar also preparing for his deal, getting ready to go down there. Now, obviously Kegel doing her thing. Everybody else, again, went to
Excuse
kind
me.
of late breakfast or stayed at breakfast. So when breakfast ends, the people that everybody else who kind of went late or stayed, are you going to kind of hang out and go right into the, the events, or are you going to go back to your room and chill?
I'm gonna go out into the events.
Yeah, I'm here for the events.
All right. So everybody. All right. So those late people kind of hang out, and it's just before noon, and everybody who's kind of at the very late breakfast is treated to an entrance. You're kind of hanging out at your tables, mingling, eating, and you hear music coming from like all over. And it kind of makes this. And the lights kind of come up a little bit, get a little bit brighter. And you see coming in through this door right here. So coming in from this front part of the ship here. Oh shit, did I just move that? What the fuck am I doing?
Can you ping that again? I had to move my
Yeah,
character sheets over.
right
Okay,
here.
gotcha.
Yeah, coming in from over there, you see a what what you would describe as almost an old looking, what these people call bots. I mean, this thing is like kind of golem looking, and it has a red cape, and you hear an announcement introducing the Baron Stall. And there is kind of a standing ovation. And Stall enters the room, bitches.
Huge. He takes up half the ballroom.
Hell yeah.
Cool. My characters will stand and admire.
Sure, I
Look at
will as
this guy.
well.
Thank you for joining me on Space Whale. I.
And Darth Vader.
I'm your father, bitch. I hope you enjoy yourselves.
I will not be able to do this voice for very long.
Let the festivities begin. And his voice is kind of booming. It like, oh my gosh. And then he just fucking leaves. He just he just goes back out the door and he's fucking gone.
Let me ask you this: was
Yeah.
that voice was that the original voice or was that AI?
That was AI. Yeah.
Was that AI? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was an
I was
AI
wondering. I
voice.
was wondering. I was wondering. Yeah,
Hmm.
I didn't know if it was the original voice or that was some more AI. You know.
All the AI
Drink.
that I'm
Drink Coke.
exactly.
Drink your drinks. Enjoy yourselves. Beep boop.
So you've gotten to see the Baron. He's man size. He doesn't look any bigger than you. He looks like he's about 2 feet or 2 feet tall. He's about
He's
2 feet
three.
tall, guys.
He's
He's the same
three
height
meters
as Kegel.
tall. Hmm.
Yeah, he's like the size of Kegel. He's just this little tiny guy. No,
that would
that
actually be the
yeah,
best goddamn
that
thing
would
in
be
the
pretty
world,
fucking funny.
actually.
No, he's about 6 foot tall. You figure, shaped like a man, but yeah, no remnant of humanity left in that guy. Not in a long time. Weirdly enough, he's like you his if you were close to him, which somebody was probably close to him, you could roll for it. Or we'll just say it was Timmy because he's a kind of a military dignitary that you could see that he had like almost like a patina on him, like he was like not shiny, like not like a clean. He was like old looking, legitimately
He's the dirty bot.
dirty, dirty boy. No.
He's the dirty bot.
Mhm. And with that, people kind of the server bots kind of start coming in and cleaning up breakfast, and it appears that breakfast is over. People kind of start filtering out of the main ballroom and filtering into other areas, which some of which there are performances, such as the one that is happening right now by Anya, and the one that is happening right now by Thor.
Oh my god. I think we
So
have to send one to each.
yeah, so on because Anya is up here. Yeah, Anya has already placed herself. Thwar down here, right? I believe, on the
Yes.
other side.
What the hell? Yes.
Yes. That's not a
Yes.
dick. What is that?
For some reason, it didn't. I was trying to draw the helmet and then a dick on the bottom, and then the stupid pen crapped out because Roll20 is having problems and the damn pen crapped out.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, you know, that
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Okay.
All right. So yeah.
You'll have to complete the dick later. Oh, he's in that room. I'm in the wrong room. Okay. So Timmy's going to go up and see Anya's performance, and Guthix to Thor's.
Yeah, Ren will go to Thwar's performance.
Thwar.
Unfortunately, it looks like I drew old Bob with a
You did. You did. I was trying
with
to
a
get
I'm
very
not.
framing in a good spot. I think I got it. I think I got it pretty decent here. Wherever
I'm not sure what I'm
it's
looking
the
at there.
whole map here. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely not
yeah.
100%
It's
sure
bad.
about
It's very
what's
bad.
going on.
I never claimed to be an artist, so
All right.
that kind. I never claimed to be that kind of an artist. That's
Yeah, I mean you're an artist. Some form.
So
yes.
Anya,
Anya.
It is your big day.
It's her debut.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a roll on your new skill.
Skills. Blade dancer.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh,
I knew
Right.
it.
Bleeding all over the place.
she got stage fright.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
So, oh gosh. Dan, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. Roll a D100. Okay. Alright. Oh my god.
Performing her blade dance, she actually decapitates herself mid-performance. Very tragic.
Holy smokes. Now,
The
Dan,
crowd thinks it's part of the gig. They're very impressed.
roll a D20. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Now, those daggers that you have, they're your like regular daggers, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll with those daggers.
Oh shit.
Accidentally kill the Baron.
This is probably gonna be really bad.
Eric Starchaser, while admiring your performance.
Boy, that almost was an 18. Whoever
Yeah, that was someone.
someone almost got like fucking killed.
Yeah,
Because
someone
that
was
was
about to get their eye taken out.
Now roll the second one, because you're dancing with both, right?
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is the nat 20.
No, no,
6,
no.
actually.
No,
Okay. All right. Okay. You, Anya,
she lets go.
you start dancing and for like you're only dancing for a half hour. And for about 5 minutes of that half hour, things are going really well. But about 5 minutes in, things start going really poorly. And you
Obviously,
just
yes.
you just completely it's one of those things where Anya's not used to perform like she's performed, but she's not used to performing in front of a real audience.
Right,
And
right. Stage fright.
yeah, and there's this thing that happens when you like if you're not a seasoned performer, if you fuck up on stage, it can be devastating. A
It
seasoned
compounds.
performer
Yeah.
knows that you just have to,
Dude, it's
you know,
so hard.
just
Mhm.
keep going, right? But like
No,
like if you fuck
this
up and you
is
get in your head, then
it compounds.
then
Yeah.
you're done. It just rolls downhill. So and that's kind of what happened. It's just like she made one little mistake and then it just got worse and worse.
Oh no.
It ended up with her falling off the stage and launching both daggers out into the crowd of various people. Now, fortunately, she doesn't. She almost because remember, most of these people are unarmored, and a 10 or
Mhm.
so a 9 is gonna hit like a standard unarmored like person,
Right, right.
right? So a 10 and 11, those are pretty close calls. Those are daggers flying by
Yeah.
people's
Mhm.
heads and shit, right? So there's a bunch of people that, that just fortunately doesn't kill anybody, but like falls off stage, which it's about 10 minutes into the performance. So there's like 20 minutes left for the performance. And there's other stuff going on too, because there's music and it's just like this
Is she
absolute
the only
disaster.
person performing in there?
No, no.
That's probably the other reason. There's the other things happening too. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff going on.
there's a lot of stuff going on. She was not prepared for this because she trained not really thinking, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So she kind of yeah. So she's on the floor. Her daggers are somewhere in this room now, and there's like kind of a commotion, but like things just kind of kept going on also. So people are continuing to perform, They're like, this is my big
Mm-hmm.
shot. I'm not giving this up. So it's still going on, but she's on the floor and there's a lot of mocking, pointing, laughing. Um who's there? Timmy's there?
No. Oh yeah, Timmy is there.
Okay,
I
so
thought it
Timmy's
was the
there
other
with
way around.
this with Stephanie the slave girl, which kind of makes sense because the dancers are scantily clad and there's more
Oh yeah,
dancers than just.
gotta go see the woman performers.
Yeah, obviously.
Cool.
So have Timmy's been doing good with this. Have Timmy make an intelligence check.
Oh God.
Not so good with that one,
Oh
you
my
might say.
God.
Somehow, Timmy A has been drinking since breakfast and
Oh
was
yeah,
drinking with Derek Starchaser, who by the way is also here in this room.
of course he is.
And Timmy is so drunk and so mesmerized by hot alien dancers
Right.
that he doesn't even see Anya fall. He like completely misses the entire
Just
craziness. He doesn't even
okay.
see it,
Whoops.
but somebody does.
Anya's gonna try to recover.
So Anya goes to try to recover,
But
and
but because people are pointing and laughing, she's gonna try to recover and tell a joke.
Oh God, Dan, you're skating thin
now
ice there, buddy.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
now here's the problem with that. She doesn't
Uh-huh. Oh, no
have
microphone?
a
No
microphone.
mic? Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
it's
Okay.
loud in
Okay.
here.
Then
So,
then she's not gonna try that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that
I
wouldn't
didn't.
work.
Yeah. Didn't even think about the microphone. What she's
And
gonna
it's
try to do
okay.
is I guess she's gonna try to get back up and finish her routine
Okay.
without the daggers,
Okay. All right.
and just try to use that skill without the daggers.
Okay. So she's on the floor. She's like she's all shook up. She's literally shaky, and she tries to get up. Make a dexterity check -2. Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh,
she's
she still
like
makes it. Yeah. Yeah.
she starts to shakily get up, and as she starts to get up, she realizes, well, there's a man standing over her, and
Okay.
he's holding his hand down. It's a it's a handsome gentleman, a human with a mustache.
She's still gonna try to get up.
Okay,
Not
without
gonna
his
take the
help.
hint.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So she kind of snubs his hand, and she gets up on her own, and he says he says, "You dropped this, ma'am," and he has one of your daggers.
Okay.
He's handing it back to you hilt first. Like he's holding the blade. He's, properly kind of, and he kind of puts his head down, kind of does a little nod, and he's holding the dagger out.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name, darling?
Greedy. But, excuse me, I must continue. So, she's just going to continue with one dagger
All right, so she's gonna go back up and
and try
continue
again.
and keep going. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I would assume make another skill check.
Yeah. Let's have another skill check. Let's see what we got.
Ah, okay. That's better. That's a little bit better.
All right. So she gets back up and she shakily starts to kind of get back into it. Now it's not good. It's definitely not good. Not after a
Mm-hmm.
failure like that. Very shaky, one dagger. Whew. But
Yeah.
you're getting through the performance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, over on the other side of the ship, Thwar is getting ready to debut his hit single for the first time ever, officially, All Night Stars, for this exclusive group. Of course, the weird lizard girl right up against the stage, practically licking your feet. Um, you know, and
Actually, with her long tongue, probably is. Yes.
likely, and it's fairly packed over here. I mean, of course, the women over there, the dancers. Well, I shouldn't say women. Not all the dancers are women. There's all kinds of weird shit over there, but lots of hot women too. But on the other side, this type of performance, really, you can only have one singer at a time in a venue. So you're going on first, and when somebody goes on first, like not everybody has to show up, yeah, but you have a pretty packed crowd. It's pretty big. So what is the war? What's he doing? He's gonna start his performance, and I guess that means that we need to have him make a charisma check.
Can I cast a spell depending on this charisma check, or should I just do it beforehand? I'll say
Um,
I'll do it beforehand. That's what I'm trying to do is I want to cast Darkness Globe on the room, and then
okay.
dispel it as soon as I come up onto stage and start
Ooh.
the start of my song.
Oh, okay.
So
All
I'll go ahead and
right.
Wow.
burn the spell.
Okay. So you're gonna do that. You obviously can do that without any problems. And ooh, gosh, what's that? Oh, it's gonna give you a +3 to your charisma check to begin the
Alrighty.
song, cause that's hot. Because everybody like the dark, as soon as it turns dark, everybody's like, like there's all this chatter, and then
Oh
Oh,
no!
oh no!
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh my
Not a great
god!
day for our performers.
It's the night
I
of
just don't dispel it.
1020s. Oh my god!
oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh wow. Um.
You- It's so
Wow.
overwhelming. You come out backwards.
So
Start performing to the wrong people.
you cast the darkness, and you're like, "Oh, this is great." and you get up there, and it completely disorients you. Like totally disorients you, and you're like you're not on your mark, and you miss your mark, and then you miss the like your cue to sing. So you like don't hit the very first words of the song. You miss it, and you're like supposed to be into the first verse, and you also panic because again you're not really a performer, you're not used to this, you practiced a lot, but it's a whole nother thing, all these eyes on you and stuff, and you like half of the first verse you don't even sing at all, and then you try to like get in, like you try and start but you can't find your place, and so you just end up like kind of like mumbling through the first part like
Oh
saying
no.
words from the first verse, but not, they're like just, and you just keep trying to get back. You get to the chorus, and then you totally forget the chorus. And you can't even believe it because it's the hook of the song. It's like the refrain of the song. And you totally fucking forget. Now, this is all happening at the same time as Anya is having her debacle, of course, just for, the sake of the time. And, okay, so that happens. Do you ever take the darkness globe off, or do you just keep it on?
No, I'll dispel it eventually. Probably after the end of that first song.
Okay,
Oh my
well,
god. So you go
so
through the whole first song, the
do
entire
you
room is just pitch
is
black.
but that's my question. Do you like you don't
Yeah,
dispel it during the song at all?
Oh no.
I think if
Oh
I mess
God.
it up that bad, I'm just gonna keep it on that and just don't let anyone know that like I was actually up there.
Okay. All right. So you kind of just let the music play. And the music is a banger. And it's like dark the whole time. And eventually people kind of like they just sit through it thinking that it's part of the show. And so like yeah, your first song they kind of just sit through it, and so are you going to basically try and do the same thing where you like dispel as the second song starts to maybe you try and compose yourself?
I am gonna just add on to it though. I'm not just gonna dispel it. Oh, actually, I
Okay.
can't cast another spell while I have it up, can I? Never mind.
No, no,
Then I
no.
take it back. Yes, I am just gonna dispel it as I come up for the second one.
Okay, so you're getting ready to start the second track. The music's getting ready to start. You have not sang at all except for some mumbling at the beginning, and it's complete darkness. Make a charisma check.
2 in a row. Let's go.
Oh, nails it that time.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Good
lights
recovery.
come up finally. Your lights come up. You dispel, and you start into the second song, and you've totally gotten your confidence back, and the crowd goes wild at this point. You've saved yourself, and you can see um Wistatway down in the front, just giving you just a horrible stink eye as he like taps on his like thing.
Oh, that's okay. The critic guy. Gotcha.
Yeah, the little tiny.
Yeah.
He's half halfling, half gnome, so he's like this weird little deformed looking guy with a robotic eye. So yeah, he's giving you the stink robotic eye. So meanwhile, Anya trying to recover, and you've gotten back on stage. You started shakily. How will you finish? Go ahead and make one more one more dance check to try and end this very short, mostly calamitous. Okay. You recover again. You're still
Mm-hmm.
shaky, but you totally recover and you finish. You think strong. You get. Eh, you've lost a lot of attention, but you've gained some attention because right down in front of you, and right in a table right there is, well, that's Derek Starchaser, and he's holding your other dagger now.
Are you gonna take it?
I mean, he's
Oh,
just
am I
sitting there.
done?
Yeah, you're
Oh
finished.
yeah.
Yeah, you've
Okay. Okay.
you finish up, and you kind of see
Mm-hmm.
Derek is hanging out.
So Anya is going to actually is going to join this stranger who has her other dagger at his table, collect her dagger, thank him, and maybe have a drink with him. Maybe she's gonna start to engage with this guy because maybe she can figure out who this is. Maybe she can use this to her advantage in trying to pilfer the object.
There you go. There is Derek Starchaser.
Looks like a
Oh my lord. He looks like a JoJo's character to me.
he's got that he looks like he might be like the male version of what's her face from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with that yellow outfit?
April O'Neil?
April
Yeah.
April
O'Neil?
O'Neil.
He's the male April O'Neil. He's got that yellow outfit with like the it's a very 80s it's very 80s looking kind of thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's of course that's what he looks like in the cartoon, in the anime.
Aha.
That of course. What
Oh,
else
of
would he look like?
course, of course.
Yeah,
Probably it's
yeah.
probably what
That's exactly
that's
what
an
he
episode
looks
that
like.
see that's the thing. That's probably she didn't watch it as closely as
Mm-mm.
everybody else. So for
She
her,
likely
that's
does not recognize him at all. I mean, and literally,
yeah.
unless she rolls and gets like a 1 on an intelligence check, she didn't really watch the show, so it's unlikely that she's going to recognize a guy that appeared in one episode and doesn't even he
Hmm.
resembles the character in the show, but it's animated, so he doesn't look,
Yeah.
it's not realistic, so he
If
doesn't look
he
exactly like
yeah. If he says his name again, go ahead just to see. Nah, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
It almost got that one, but nah, she has
It
no
was
idea
it
who this
was
guy is.
close. It was close. So she goes
Yeah.
down and
She has,
grabs her dagger.
she actually politely takes the dagger and sits down with him to have it. Like I said, she's gonna try to engage
Oh
with the
yeah, yeah,
guy to
okay.
see
So yeah,
to see to see. Mhm.
he immediately gets a bod
Yeah.
over. Now now Timmy is there. He's drunk and
Oh
he's
yeah.
kind of
Is
Timmy
he
is
there? Is he there at the table?
yeah.
probably, yeah, yeah. I mean, he was
Yeah,
hanging out with him
but
before.
he's kind of engaged with another dancer.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Timmy's a little embarrassingly drunk for this early in the
Yeah.
day.
He's pretty drunk, and Stephanie can't really do anything to keep him in line because she has to stay in character. So she's literally like just sitting on the floor whimpering.
Mhm.
Nobody can hear her or anything, but she's just, staying in character. And
Mhm.
yeah, and of course Derek is now chatting you up. But yeah, you sit down and Timmy is right there, and he actually
Rose
he
up
act
on you.
He actually has some kind of a weird alien on his lap at the
Yeah?
moment. Yeah.
Am I digging it?
Yeah. You know it. You're not sure if
But
you'd
you
be
know,
digging it if you were
it's a
sober,
weird
but
alien.
you're
Yeah,
digging it now.
it's got all the parts, and when I say all the parts, it
Even
has
more. It has
all
all the parts plus more.
it has all the parts plus.
Yeah, it is a
There are parts that you're not even
ah
sure.
yes, it is a cow lady. So like an
Ah,
anthropomorphic cow lady with 6 boobs, you
Oh
know.
God Almighty! And
Exactly.
mesmerized.
horns.
This is
And little
amazing.
yeah, little horns. You know the type. You've seen them at conventions. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh wait a minute, wait a minute. So he's
With
got a
6
heifer.
titties? Good lord.
Yeah, 6
He's
titties and
he's.
her name is Min Boom.
But wait a minute. Is she? Because this is important. Is she a milk cow or a beef cow? Because that's
Oh, milk all the
Dude,
way.
she's got
she's
6
a
tits. She's a milk cow.
she's she's a milk cow.
She is a milk
Oh,
cow with lots of milk and those big old cow mammaries. And her name is Min Boom. And she is a galactically renowned prostitute. And so
Wow.
yeah, so
yeah.
she is now
They've.
chatting up the very, very drunk
Mhm.
uh, Timmy, the very, very drunk general. Uh, and he
At
doesn't
this
barely
point
even know what's happening.
we've lost a couple subs, but we've probably gained a few subs now as well. Sub subs that we don't want, but we've gained
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
I'll be
Anyway,
right back. I gotta go grab a drink.
all right.
I'm still on the. Yeah, I can still
No,
hear.
you're fine. You grab a drink. So where is Ren in all this? And
He said he was
Guthix.
he was watching Thiwar's show.
Okay, so he's over at Thawar. Oh, Guthix is also over with Thawar, right?
Right.
Okay.
And
So,
since we kind of arrived together, I assume it's not exactly weird if we like hang out a little bit during the convention.
He's the exotic animal guy, right?
he is,
Yeah, and
yeah.
you're the
Yeah, I
drug
think
dealer,
that
so
makes
it's
total
like,
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
So like during the performance, I'm like, do you know what's happening? Like, why is it completely dark? Is this part of some plan?
I don't know. It
Yeah,
fucking sucks.
so it's pretty weird, and you're hanging out over there, and the second song again, much better this time, obviously. Second song, he's hitting it, lights are up, things are going decently well, and for this particular set, you've got one more song to close out your first set. So go ahead and make a charisma check for that one. And then we're not going to do checks for everything, single song, because obviously
All
it's
right.
just this kind of introductory here. All right, things are really going well now. You've hit a groove. You're into that second song. It's pretty amazing. And then all of a sudden, good lord, what and the fuck is that smell?
That's the cow lady
Uh,
I'm gonna look
sitting on
around.
Timmy's lap.
Smelling it all the way from across the ship. Jesus Christ.
it's
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
Anya baby smell again, is it?
No, Anya. No, Anya. It is. It is that. It is a similar smell. It smells like the smell on the ship. It smells like the smell in Gigi's dungeon. And
No.
oh, it is now here, and it is fucking disgusting. It actually smells worse than it ever has before. It's absolutely horrendous, and
On
it's
the
not
ship or in that room?
in that room. So in the room where Thawar is performing. So Anya, everybody else over on that, it's too far away, the other side of the ship. So Anya and them, they don't smell anything. Timmy, all that group doesn't smell anything. But this group here, um, this whole entire auditorium over here is just filled now with that smell, and like it's so bad. Thawar, actually anybody in that room make a saving throw versus poison.
I
Wait.
swear to God, this is Kegel. This is fucking Kegel.
If it's been Kegel the whole time,
Oh
that
my
I
would
have
be
a
god.
feeling.
nuts.
Okay, so we
Oh
make it.
no! Oh my God!
So
Like,
everybody made it then.
Yeah, we made it.
Yep.
We're fine.
Okay. All right. All right. So,
no, the War didn't.
Oh no,
The
that's
war
a
didn't
12
make
on a 13.
The War got a 12 on a 13, so the War did not make it.
So Thawar is in the middle of the song. It's so good. It's his last song. He's like ready to go. And then just he's like singing, he's trying to hold it together. It's good all the way up until the last second. All the way up until the last second
Last
where he
note.
projectile vomits and just like fire hoses it like across like the whole, just he absolutely like covers people. And that weird that weird girl like jumps to try and
Get hit by the
Catch it.
vomit.
like yeah like but opens her mouth to try and like catch the vomit.
Oh no!
Ah!
Again,
Yeah,
we've lost some subs, gained some
sorry.
more that we didn't want.
But all right, so
Damn.
yeah, so all chaos is breaking loose. Obviously Guthix and Ren are like, it still
Oh Jesus.
smells bad, but you can at
Yeah,
least
Ren's gonna get the fuck out of there.
Guthix.
Uh yeah, I think Guthix is going to move. Let's see.
I mean, most of the room is evacuating. Like every single door out back into the ship, all these doors here,
Right.
they're just all just fucking packed with people just trying to get the fuck out. And after a few like maybe about 20 seconds, you hear this venting, venting, venting,
Venting,
venting, venting.
venting it out into space.
And yeah, and you just see like there's you know, these things come in that kind of look like this little tank bot guy here, this scary looking guy, but they don't have those big arms. And they come in and they start like going across the floor, and they were like evacuate the auditorium. Evacuate the auditorium, and it looks like they're trying to clean.
Okay.
Ah,
Uh
Guthix is
short
going into the adjacent room.
the when you say this room over here.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, where's Ren headed?
Closest exit. He's just.
Is he sticking with Guthix?
Yeah, he'll stick with Guthix.
So what's in this room? Is it just another performance room?
I was trying to see if I could. Why? Oh, there he is. I was like, why can't I move Ren into that room just so that I have like a representation of where everyone is? There he is. Okay. Yes. So you guys go into that room, and one of you roll me a d6.
I got it.
Just the two of us.
Ah, excellent. So you have gone into another strange smelling room. It seems like it's some sort of orgy debauchery room. There are all kinds
Ah,
of unusual acts taking place in this room, and all the doors to the balcony are open. There are some unusual acts also taking place out on the balcony with the nebula, which you are now like fully in the edge of that nebula. So it's like all like if you look out the doors and out the balcony, you can see this crazy like rainbowy
an
mist.
intense celestial orgy.
Yeah,
This is
an
the room where
intense.
you're gonna sell a lot of drugs. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
it's
that,
an
right?
intense
How do I even
celestial
get their
orgy.
attention? Is the problem.
I mean, you're the dealer. You got to figure that out.
It's true.
And
At
this is also the room where you could sell some really wicked, where you could really make some deals for some really wicked,
Yeah,
exotic
animals.
animals.
Yeah, I
hmm
was thinking
This
there's some
this is
business
the
to be done
room.
in here.
This is the room.
yeah, so in
Hell, I'm
fact
already half naked, so.
there is a little bit of interruption because some of the smell does leak in from the other room, and while it may be an aphrodisiac to some, it is definitely not to others. It takes all kinds, and so yeah, there are some people in this room that kind of have stopped what they're doing, and because other people ran in here as well, so there was a little bit of distraction, interruption, which has caused a way for you to move in. Um, Actually, in fact, if Guthix is going to do any fake deals, because obviously all his deals are going to be, I'll deliver you the animal later. I'm not. He's not just giving people a bunch of animals. He's never going to see
Sure.
these fucking people again. It makes sense that he would be with Ren because he's going to have to do all his transactions through Ren. Because Ren is the person that has the money, right? Like he's the money guy. And so
That's right. Yeah.
let's have some charisma rolls, boys. Unless you have either dealing or deception or some other skill that would.
I have both persuasion and deception, in fact.
Okay,
Oh
so
no!
so you probably don't
Yeah.
need deception because like you're not really lying too much.
Yeah, well,
Persuasion
I'm
is
pretty much just gonna say like if there's a wave of people that come in and everyone just kind of stops what they're doing, he's gonna be like, "All right, who wants Stardust? 120 a pop."
okay. So he's just gonna make the big announcement.
Yep.
All right, all right.
Okay.
There is of course still a a bit to a bit of you to that though. So go ahead and make a persuasion check anyway,
Mhm.
just to see how it goes over when people finally start to congregate to you. Oh fuck.
Oh god damn!
Seems like these people want some goddamn Stardust.
These people want all the fucking stardust. All right.
It's
So
gonna enhance the experience for sure.
it is definitely going to enhance the experience. You know that for sure. Now, does Guthix have anything like that? Any kind of charisma skills that he can draw on, or is he just
He does not, but he does have charm person. But I don't know if he wants to just use that on some random guy. So I think he's going to take the opportunity for anyone
Ren will
jumping
just
at
shill
Ren's
for
field.
him too while they're fucking they gotta
of
wait for it to be
course,
weighed
of
out.
I'm
course.
gonna show off my cephalopod, shirt esque
Ooh,
kind of
that's
garb.
actually
Because
good.
like
You know what? Go
I bet some
ahead.
people are really into that.
Yeah, people are really into that. And
Yeah.
as you talk, the Sharth is going to do all kinds of things. So go ahead and make a wisdom check to see if you can really get into the spirit.
Okay.
You're getting into it a little bit, but
Barely.
it's weird. People are
I
kind
don't
of
know,
into
man.
it, but they're kind of into it as a show for right now. But Ren is making a
Nah.
crap ton of money.
You know what that just means? That just means that the deep is not there.
The deep, as in like
The
deep oak.
boys? No.
As in the tournament that Scar
The
won.
the
when he
no,
went to
nobody
the West
nobody here
Coast.
watches The Boys?
I have not seen it
Unfortunately,
yet.
no.
No,
Nope.
Oh.
it's been on the list.
So the
Yeah,
deep
yeah.
is an Aquaman. The deep
I've
is an
seen the memes of the deep
Aquaman-esque.
though.
Yeah, he's an Aquaman-esque character who
While you're
has a
doing this,
little.
I'm gonna pee real quick because I have to pee.
Yeah,
So you talk.
he has a little octopus buddy, and
Uh-huh.
let's put it this way: the deep
Fucks
is
it.
the deep. Yeah, The Boys is not like your normal superhero show.
That's kind of the
Oh,
vibe, yeah.
yeah, he fucks it. Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. And spoilers for anybody who's never watched it. Not only does he fuck it, but then he's made to eat it. It's. You need to watch The Boys. The Boys is an amazing show.
Like the pie from
Yeah.
American Pie. He fucks it and then he eats it.
Does he actually eat it in American Pie?
Probably not.
I hope he doesn't.
Probably
But
not.
yeah, I'm telling you, watch The Boys. The Boys is actually pretty good. I'm I'm very happy with The Boys.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's on the list at some point. But too busy watching anime right now.
True.
Ah,
Oh, hey Cameron, that reboot Uruseiyatsura is out. I have not checked
Is
it
it
out.
out?
I think it's out or it comes out within the next couple of days, but it's like really soon. So probably
Oh,
gonna
I didn't
check
know it
out.
was that soon.
Yeah, check that out. It's yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah, I'll
sure
hit that
it's
up.
if it's not out now, it's very soon. All right, so that's right. I was going to have Harrow roll me a D10.
Seven.
You sold uh
All of your Stardust. An incredible transaction.
63 hits.
Oh, nice.
63 within that time. So you are so keep track of that. Remember 63 at what is it 120 I think
Yeah,
you
I'm
said.
doing that
So
now.
so yeah. So yeah, you did
Also,
pretty
how
lucratively.
much? How much? Does that weigh?
So
Because I've got 2 pounds total.
um gosh, didn't I
well, if you told him how many hits 2 pounds is, that's a division problem at that point. But I don't know if you told him how many hits 2 pounds is.
yeah, I was trying to see if I
How
had
many
it.
hits is 2 pounds of Coke? It's got to be.
The thing is that I'd assume people. I mean, they're probably buying like a gram at
A
a time,
gram. That's what I was just about to say. So
but
I think it's a
I don't have
gram.
enough grams for 63 units.
Like there you go. It's like, hey there, Yalexa. How many grams?
In
Yeah,
fact,
if
I
How
we
would.
got
many
any if we
how
have any
many
drug
hits?
dealers in the
Oh
audience,
wait, no, no,
please go
no,
ahead
no.
and
I have
do the
plenty more
math
left,
for us.
actually.
I was gonna
In
say,
fact, I
is your math
probably
right?
won't. Yeah, no, I probably won't run out the whole time.
That's what I was just about to say. You have
Very
two
soon.
pounds. A gram is a really tiny amount.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was. Yeah, I didn't convert twice. I only converted once.
Math whizzes in the chat. Let us know.
I'm gonna keep credits in gold for now because I have no gold. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Eventually, everyone will keep credits in gold. That's the idea. Or maybe we'll use one of the other. Maybe we'll use Electrum for credits.
Electrum.
Oh God,
In for it.
Electrum.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
The
credits.
time for Electrum is now.
Yeah. No, it makes sense to use gold because that's kind of the standard that everything's in. But anyway, all right. So, uh, Thwar, what are you doing when the smell? Where are you going?
I think I would actually just try to go out on a balcony.
Where they're venting it.
Yeah, they actually keep you from going out on the balcony because
Yeah.
they're venting it, unless you do it in a stealthily way.
Nah, okay.
Stealthily projectile vomit off the balcony.
But yeah, that might be a little
Into the
hard in your current state.
into the blackness of space.
So,
Um,
so
then I
yeah,
would just go out. Yeah, those doors that way.
okay. So you went out over into that room over there. All right, go ahead and make
Yep.
a roll a d6 for me. So, oddly enough, and you're not sure why this is, maybe there's just a lot of this going on the ship. But on that side, well, there's also
There's
an
more
orgy going
sex.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
There's also like a horrible debaucherous thing going on over there. All kinds of weird shit. Um, though
Is there like a
this
clothes
room is a
pile,
little bit.
perchance?
What's that?
Is there like a clothes pile somewhere?
People have stripped down and tossed their clothing into a large.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. We'll say that there's a there might be a couple of clothes piles. There are definitely garments strewn about haphazardly. Now, the thing that's weird about this room is this room has much you know it's set up a little bit different. It's got a little bit of a different thing going on here as it doesn't have all these doors and it doesn't have a balcony. This room has much more of a dungeon restraint. All kinds of people are all
Oh
It's
tied
God.
got the
up and
BDSM
all
room.
like
Oh God.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh man.
it's that room.
Oh my.
So there's lots of like screaming and craziness happening over there. Um
Whips, chains.
Assuming it's darker and lots of distractions, I want to go through some of those clothes pile for stuff. Stealthily if I can.
so you're trying to do that. It's hard to see. Roll a dexterity check. You're trying to go
Dude.
through these
Sure.
close
Dude.
piles.
Don't bend over in this room. That would be the worst thing possible is
Oh
to
yeah.
bend over in this room. Do not
Everyone
do that.
sees the celebrity pull up into the sex room.
So
They're
Yeah,
taking every
that's it.
opportunity they can.
That's it. That little lizard girl followed you
Oh
into this
no.
room. You came in and bent over, and that's the end of that.
in fact, as you go to reach forward to this like pile of clothes and something like a scaly hand touches your back and you kind of like trip forward into the pile and you're like kind of face first in this pile of clothes. The scaly hand flips you over and and she says, "Hans, my love."
Oh, is that a dragon there behind you? And then I'm gonna cast invisibility.
As soon as you open your mouth, She takes this little vial and she dumps this stuff in your mouth.
Oh my
And
god,
then
you're
she
getting
kind of
gay.
goes like this.
Do
Oh
I even get my
no!
spell out in time or no?
Oh
No,
no!
no, because it's like as soon as you
Dang.
open your mouth, she just poured it in. Make a saving throw versus poison.
Oh no!
All right, another 20. Hey,
Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
no!
that is terrible, dude. That is like
I've only
terrible.
failed. I have not succeeded a single roll tonight. Oh, wait, never. I take it
Oh,
back. I succeeded on 2. Okay.
Yeah, I
oh
mean,
no!
you recovered your performances,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
And
And the hits just keep on coming.
2 for 5.
as
the world
as
starts getting real woozy.
as Shakespeare once said, drugs are quick.
So now
And
now we get to see what
Thwar,
now we get to see what
Is dead.
Stardust actually does because like
or
she was
do
probably one of
you?
those people.
He got a
But
2,
that's
man.
Stardust.
We're just gonna cut away from that
He
and
teleports into the next day.
and leave Thwar to his interesting startup dust trip in the dungeon with oh god, what was her name? What is her
But
name?
wait a minute. Here's the problem for him.
Postlot.
Host slut. Yeah,
Postlot.
yeah.
Here's the problem for him
Yeah.
is his schedule didn't change.
His schedule did not change. That is true. But
His schedule did not
the
change.
room has been evacuated and is currently evacuated. And those big bots are in there scrubbing and venting. So now that once everybody's out of that room, all the doors shut and that room just like closed off. So at least for the moment, he's not missed.
Oh, he's not missed.
Yeah.
He's not
He
missed right now.
so Thawar is not missed. He's having things happen. Oh man, the business is good for Ren and yeah, Guthix is having a good time too. And then, well, over here, Anya is chatting with Dirk Starchaser, and Timmy's just having a good time too. So at the moment, you're kind of in the middle of, and Anya's dance is done. So at the moment in the
Mhm.
schedule, it's that that 12, that noon to 6 period. You're in kind of in
Right.
that period now, and you're free.
So she's going to try to get information from this guy and see you know what's going on. She knows that um our pilot is right there and is probably listening to the conversation as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So she's going to try to like do her best to, you know, to maybe, glean whatever information she can, you
About
know,
what? Like what is she trying to learn from this guy?
well, she wants to know, A, does this guy have a ship
Okay.
um that may be big enough for us to uh get the piece out? Um
Okay.
does, why is this guy here? She's kind of trying to sweet talk him a little bit
Okay,
and
so
just
she's
trying to
kind of trying to
she's
chat him up a
she's
little bit.
yeah, yeah, she's trying to figure out why he was invited and all that. She's trying to get that kind of information.
Gotcha. Now,
She's
Garrett.
also got her thing on. So she's
Yeah,
got
yeah, her pretty
the
face, of course. Well,
she's
obviously,
yeah.
he
Mhm.
noticed her.
Yeah.
It's working
Mhm.
so far anyway. Till she opens her mouth, right? Garrett,
Right.
this is turns. Roll a
Oh no.
d12, sir. How many
Oh no.
turns are you affected in the deep depths of Stardust? Ooh,
That's not so bad.
it's
Boy,
not
that's not so bad.
terrible. 7 turns, so just over an hour. The war oof, is just deep into the stardust. Just remember, stardust is a heavy psychedelic. So he is just absolutely tripping balls
Well,
for
here's the thing
an
too.
hour and 10 minutes.
If he's never taken drugs before either, the after effects are
I'm
going to
actually
be
gonna
like,
make a DM ruling to say that there's a good chance that the war has possibly taken some psychedelics.
Dude, he's an
Okay.
illusionist. Of course
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
this is
some
I'm
kind
true.
of
I'm gonna
like
say that there's actually an
This is
excellent
true.
chance
Okay.
that he has taken some psychedelics for other reasons as well. So yeah. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. Not that I mean, not
hmm
that that's necessarily
Mhm.
helps you when you're taking a new
Yeah.
psychedelic, right? So,
hmm
but at least
So
it's not his first time.
so
So
now
yeah,
is the title?
he's out for like
Yeah.
basically for an hour and 10 minutes. There's
Well, you yeah. Well,
you have to
Garrett,
imagine,
you know what the title title's going to be on this one, right? The title is going to be Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. That's the title here.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that
that is
does
the
make
episode so far.
that
That's the
is the
episode.
episode so far, definitely. All right, so over with Anya then, and over here. Let's see if Timmy has sobered up a bit with this cow lady on him and all this stimulation. Uh, Timmy, let's go ahead and have you roll a Constitution check.
oh, not quite.
Oh man,
Still feeling pretty damn good.
Does that look like a
that
17?
that does look like a 17, not a 10.
Wait, they call that a
That's
10?
They called it
they
a
called that a
10.
10 in the chat.
I
Yeah.
see. I mean,
Ah,
I see the
yeah, I'm
10,
definitely seeing a 17.
but I see the
Yeah.
17 more. It's almost
Roll
like
20
it's
is all goofed, man. There's like it's on the
yeah.
it's the plane where the
It.
dice roll is slightly askew.
I'm
The plane.
wondering.
Roll 20s on
It,
drugs.
this is it.
Yes.
It landed on the edge. It landed exactly on the edge at that
hmm
point.
On the
Yeah,
Virtus.
for
Yeah.
some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking weird. All right. So yeah, Timmy's still pretty sloshed. Uh but
At
let's
least the
see.
colors haven't changed in a while.
He's drinking some really different alcohols and he's around a lot of strangers. Let's see what kind of a drunk he becomes. Let's have Timmy roll a charisma check.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty standard.
He's pretty yeah, he's a pretty happy drunk. He's not bad. Things are going pretty well. You know, hasn't offended anybody yet. He's just kind of taking it. Now Anya can tell that Timmy is still just absolutely fucking wasted. Like has no idea like what is even going on. This cow lady is rubbing up against you, and you got Derek there. And go ahead and make a charisma check. And of course, obviously, that thing gives you a
+4.
big plus. All right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So you learn pretty quickly who Derek Starchaser is. Now, he kind of glosses over the fact that y- right now you're in the place that you're in with the people that you're in. He tells you that he's a hero and he kind of like lists some battles and stuff and says some stuff, but he never like specifically like says anything about them, right? The admiral that's kind of sitting
Right.
right
Right.
here with
hmm
you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
He
he's being
does.
polite. Yeah.
He's being polite. He also brings up the show, and because he's really talking himself up, so he's giving you a bunch of accolades without really like going too deep into it, and but he only does that for a pretty short time, and he's trying to, you can also tell he's asking you a lot of questions as well.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment you're pretty deftly dodging those, kind of framing that like flirtatious thing where you're like
Mm-hmm.
redirecting back to him. He does at one point, you're asking him, he's talking about being a pilot. It's one of the things he's bragging about. And you do find out that he's got a ship on board. And when you ask him about it, apparently it's some kind of a luxury space yacht. And he describes it as having room to party.
Okay. Okay.
Uh
Well,
he
there's our way
even
out.
he even invites you back later tonight because he tells you he's not staying in a suite. He's staying on his ship. It's nicer.
Mm-hmm.
So he invites you back like afterwards. He kind of gives you an invitation.
Okay. Okay.
So that's kind of
You've
how
got work to
that's
do,
going.
Anya.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of how that's going. Um, Timmy, make a saving throw versus poison.
Versus poison. Oh, wow.
All right.
That's an
So
unusual one.
Timmy actually totally passes out at this point.
Well, yeah,
He is
his new body isn't used to this.
no, no, not at
Probably.
all. He is actually just completely passed out.
Damn.
So he's kind of out of it, and Derek is like, "What are we gonna do with this guy?"
Well, slave, where is your master's
Yeah,
room?
I I I believe know the way, mistress.
We can take him back. Put him
I
in there.
I can guide you. So do you take Timmy, the slave, back to the
Be
room?
your lawfully wedded.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless Derek, and I'm gonna. I mean, is Derek gonna help?
Probably. He's trying to make his best case for getting laid as he can. He's
Derek
gotta help the
tells
poor drunkards.
Derek tells you that he's got a surefire hangover cure on his yacht. He says we could take him back there. There's a
Oh,
good place for everybody to lay down. Get away from all this noise. Come back later for dinner. What do you say?
she figures that's the a good plan because that gets our pilot slash bounty hunter onto the ship.
All right. So If Anya agrees, Derek is all in. He's getting Timmy, the admiral, all propped up. They have
Is
Stephanie lead
is
them.
is Stephanie chained to Timmy,
Hmm.
or is she, or is it just like he's been holding on to her?
She's chained to his belt, but it's easy to kind of unhook it, and you can kind
Okay,
of just
so
hold
that's
her or
what
let her go.
that that's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and unhook her, and I'm going to hold on to her. Uh, and
Okay.
probably at a certain point, I'm going to just not rehook her back up
Hmm.
to a passed out Timmy.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So
gotta go and use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
yeah.
Okay. So,
So that's the so right now that's the plan.
all right. So you go ahead and you head down to Derek's yacht, which is down in the bowels of the ship. Like I said, the very kind of bottom levels of the ship, or this like giant hangar. There are a lot of ships down there, but Derek's got a pretty sweet ship. He wasn't lying. It's nice, big, shiny, and when you go aboard, it's like ultra plush. So he's kind
Is
of like,
okay. So is it big enough?
yeah, you're like looking around and you're figuring, I mean, if you packed people on here, it's, I mean, it's a yacht. It's like an apartment basically. I mean, it's
But
got
that's what
like,
I'm saying. It's like I know that we can pack ourselves, but can we get the object onto here?
oh yeah, again, this thing is like it's big.
Okay.
It's not like the Albatross or the Lucchese. Like this thing is
Mhm.
like it's not even like the Explorer. This thing is like big. It's it has multiple rooms in the ship.
Mhm.
Like so I mean that thing is only like the size of a person. You can probably fit
Okay.
50 people on this ship.
Okay. Okay. So once we
Hey,
get
kitty. Just trying
well,
to
so
get some
once we
pot
get
pie.
onto the ship, once we get onto the ship and we get Timmy situated, she's gonna start asking him like questions about the show, cause cause he talked about the show a little bit. So she's gonna be like, "Is this the ship from the show? Can you show me how things work?" Blah blah blah. She's gonna start being really interested in that kind of
Okay. All right. All right. So,
thing. And
all right.
she's also made sure that Stephanie is not attached.
Okay.
Or
Gotcha.
no, even better. She's gonna make sure that Stephanie
It's like
is
chained
with
to the
her.
bed that.
No, is with her the entire time, so she hears
Oh,
everything.
okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
She's gonna like she's actually gonna take control of like,
The chain.
yeah,
Yeah.
the chain. Yeah.
Gotcha. Uh, let's see. No Cameron yet. Okay. Uh, Garrett. Roll another saving throw versus poison. This is to see
Huh.
how well you come out of the
Oh,
ooh,
badly. Oh,
it's
badly.
not great. Now roll a d10. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. You wake up. At first, you think you're in your room. in your bed.
Oh
But
no.
as you start like looking around, that's not your stuff. This isn't your room. The rooms here look the same. You're definitely in a space whale room, but somebody else's stuff is here. And
These aren't your clothes.
if you had to guess, you'd probably figure out whose room it is. Also, yeah, you are wearing like one of those. You're wearing one of the hotel robes when you wake up, and that's all you're wearing. It's just one of those white the plush hotel robes, or not hotel, but the robes that are in the suite here.
Mm-hmm. All right. I guess I'm looking for my suit because that was not just a normal suit. That was like what is
Yeah,
it? The plasma suit, flex strength jacket.
the flex string. Yeah. So you're looking around. You're the only person here. Your head's still kind of spinning and like you haven't like totally you're lucid in that you can like act now, but like you're still somewhat under the influence of the psychedelics. So like the lines are like moving, like straight lines are you're getting some of that like
Mm-hmm.
still residual effect, but you're not as deep into it. So you're kind of perceiving reality in a little bit more of a way, but you're still it's weird walking around. Nobody else is in here. Eventually, you finally do find your clothes. They're you find them in the weirdest place. They're in some luggage, framed.
Already framed.
Framed, yes, like
All
super
right.
nice with like a mat and everything.
Is there a label on them?
Oh
Or are they
yeah,
just
it says like it says like Hans Proner first performance, suit, and then there's like a little like note attached to it that says um signature, and you see something else. What the fuck? That's your hair. There's like a lock of your hair has been cut and is also in the frame.
Yeah, that shit's getting sold on
Make
Space
an
Bay.
intelligence check. What the shit? This is a smart frame. You like start bringing up stuff and like you're like, "Wait, what does DNA mean?" There's like all this information about you in this frame. Not just the suit and the hair. Like there's all this like information about like you physically. You're not even sure you'd like totally comprehend it, but you know that it's like it's deep.
I'm taking that too then. I want clothes plus that frame.
All right, so you take this frame. It's pretty big. It's like because it had your whole shit in it. It's like a decent sized thing, so it's gonna be hard to hide.
Um, you know what? I didn't cast invisibility, so if I'm holding it, it would be invisible too, right?
Hmm.
Everything I'm holding, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's my plan for leaving the room and
Okay.
going
All right.
back to my room after that. Is just casting invisibility and beelining straight to my room.
You're still under the effects of a psychedelic. Now you have to cast a spell. Oh boy, it's not just straightforward. Make an intelligence check.
Woo!
Not
Holy
even
shit.
close.
Okay.
Not even
All
close.
right. You got it. You think you're pretty sure you're invisible. Everything is
You're
good.
actually even you're actually even more visible than you would have been.
Just glowing brightly.
Shining.
Intense glow. All right. So you like You go to there's like, the door that goes, you can tell me, and all the suites in here are the same. There's the door that goes back out to the hallway. And you go to it, and like when you go to your door, it just automatically goes shh and opens. But you go to this door and like nothing happens.
Is there a control pad nearby?
There is.
Can I mess with it?
Sure. Do you just like touch it?
Yeah.
You just like tap it and it goes makes this crazy
I'll
sound.
tap it again. I'll just tap.
You like keep tapping and it goes and it's like flashing red.
Interesting. Okay.
While this is all happening, Cameron, make a charisma check. But Garrett, keep going.
Oh, was I muted this entire time? Whoops.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were muted. Yeah, yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Oh
On which character?
no. Oh, sorry. On Gothics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got my new setup, and I have this DAC amp mixer that allows me to control all the audio channels I hear. So I
Oh,
just
nice, nice.
accidentally muted myself for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
No
didn't quite
worries.
make whatever I was going for.
Okay, yeah, okay. Be back to that in just a moment. So yeah, Garrett, you're like, I don't know, might be
Is there
locked in.
a window? Is there like a
No window. You're
vent?
in the interior of the ship. So you're trying to look for a vent. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Actually, no. I'll go ahead and let you do it. Roll a d6. You're like stuck in this room. So you're trying to you're trying to search around, see if there's any way for you to get out. Meanwhile, down in the orgy room, uh, Ren has that number that I gave you was like basically the total. You've pretty much saturated the market in here for the time being. Um,
Hmm.
Guthix was not able to secure a sale. He talked to people. Some people were interested in the animals and stuff, but at this point, people are waiting to see. There might be other opportunities here for them, and animals are expensive. So, you know,
Yes.
Guthix might have to try and further foster some fake deals if that's what he wants to do. But yeah, you feel like this room is beat for you guys,
Okay.
and it's starting to get um, it's starting to get a little bit later. You're starting to get towards the middle. It's like 2 o'clock or something.
Hmm.
Still plenty of day left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like So
I'm gonna
what are
see
the
what
two
else
of
is on
you
the
doing?
event planner.
All right,
Trying to
what room do you head to?
mine because I know that there's a computer there.
Oh, so you're gonna go all the way back to your
Yeah, he's trying to figure out the whole events going on right now, and he's gonna go to whatever event is on the schedule, or whatever's most interesting on the schedule, or whatever you can find the best sales with.
there are a lot of those like robot butler guys,
Oh yeah,
those
yeah. Well,
servant
that's
bot.
what I'm
They're
gonna.
like all over the place. Yeah. So what are you asking? What is your inquiry, sir?
What events are going on in the next hour?
There are multiple events, and the Bot puts up a this big list of all these things. There's just like all this stuff. Yeah, like you don't even know like just looking at the names, you don't even know how half of it is. It's just like, you might have to like sit and read discrete. You know how it is when you go to a convention and you're like looking at all this like panels and shit. You're like, what the fuck is that? I don't have no idea what that is.
The
So
first
that's
the first thing that I see that I can't pronounce, I'm going to that. You know what I
all
mean?
right. Yeah, definitely. Roll a d6.
All right.
Is Guthix traveling with Ren exclusively?
No, no. I think so. Let me just first ask: is this one floor of the whale all the relevant stuff? Like, will
Yes.
everything be taking place here? Okay. Um,
Everything, all the events and everything are on the map that is showing on screen right now. Yeah, this is the event portion.
okay. So if I
So
went to
it's
find like a security room, that would be on a different floor.
Yeah, if you were looking, well, it depends. Yeah, there's probably security on every floor, in fact. I mean, there's security kind of right out in the open. You can see some of the security. So you could approach, um, you could probably ask one of the servants. Obviously, that would tip them off that you were looking for security. Or you could just kind of search around. I don't know. It kind of depends on the route that
Okay,
you want
that's
to take. But you're assuming that there's security somewhere. Yeah.
right. So my plan is I'm going to excuse myself to the bathroom.
Okay.
And when I'm in the bathroom in one of the stalls, I'm gonna go ahead and light my lantern so I'm invisible. I'm just gonna
Okay.
walk around and scout out, maybe some interesting ideas.
Gotcha. All right. So you end up heading over. You get some information. You end up heading over here into this bathroom, into this restroom sort of area, right here. And so, what were you gonna do then when you're in there?
So when I'm in there, I'm going to activate my magical lantern, the one that
Okay,
runs off the refined oil.
okay,
And once that's done, I'm going to walk around the convention invisible, looking for um, like I was gonna see if there's a security monitoring room to see like how things are handled. So like the idea is I want to get a plan of how we're going to take this artifact out of the ballroom and get it out of here. So maybe like some kind of diversion that I could create or you know a route that we would take to get
okay.
it to some kind of ship.
All right. So you light your lantern. That makes sense. Go ahead and go ahead and roll me a wisdom check. Okay. Now roll me an intelligence check. Okay. All right. So Guthix is on the trail. He's kind of out, and he begins searching around, seeing if he can find a security room or any information on security in somewhat of a covert manner, which is obviously going to take him a little bit of time. Now, Ren went to some crazy room. You got a 6, right?
Yep.
All right. So Ren went to a room that was unpronounceable. You end up over in this room up here, up at the top, the upper right. And
Right.
when you get in there, you realize that in that room, there is an auction happening right now.
Perfect.
And
Then I'm
so,
sitting down.
yeah, and so basically, at this point, they actually have all the doors to the balcony closed. There is a stage up here, and there is this multi-headed alien kind of barking out, prices and stuff. And basically, they're doing the 25, 25,
Mm-hmm.
75, that
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
And yeah, there's a bunch of people, and they have these like they all have these little batons, and they press a button on the baton, and it like shoots up this little kind of like hologram flare thing that has a like a number with credits on it. And so you
Oh
can
yeah. Well,
see
I'm gonna sit around and take a look at the next couple things. I
that
got
there's
some
bidding.
credits. I mean, I might as well might as well spend them.
All right. And you see that like when you walk in, the guy hands you one of those, like it's this little thing with like a slider on it
Sticking a
and a
number.
button, and it's the little thing that everybody has that they're using. And you see when you slide it up and down, it the number increases or decreases.
Oh yeah.
So you have your little what the fuck do they call those things, Dan? The little wand things.
Well,
Obviously, they're not digital, but the little things that you. Isn't there a name for that at an auction? You hold up a little.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
like a sign, like a
Yeah, is
it's
it
an
board
like
that
a little
auction.
says
sign with a number on it, and you
It's
like hold it
called
up?
an it's an auction card. That's all it's called.
An auction card. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have like and if it has a weird name, it's a very specific, odd,
Auction
old
thing that
name.
you have no idea. All
It's
right.
yeah, it's an auction card. It's whatever it is. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're at this auction, and now Anya is back on this yacht, and she is trying
Mhm.
to get Derek to talk about this information and about the show. Now, if he's going to talk about a show, he's not you're talking not talking about the Ganger 5 show. He's talking about Derek
No.
Starchaser and the Marauders.
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Obviously,
gonna
like his
say that
show.
sh- she's never seen it and she wants to hear about it.
Okay. So he starts telling you about it, and
Excuse-
he begins to tell you about the show. However, as he tells you about the show, he's like turning the lights down and like putting some music on. Now it's true
Okay.
that Stephanie, the slave, is here in the room, but he's
he
ignored her
doesn't care.
thus far.
Mhm.
She's like, and you've kind of ignored her in a way too, because you're playing that she's the slave, right? She's the
Right.
slave, right? You just like, oh, we
Mhm.
gotta we gotta take care of this thing, whatever.
Mhm.
So he is giving you the information, but he is also he seems like he's like as he gives you a little bit more information, he's getting a little bit closer to you know. So what is Anya? Because I'm obviously not gonna. That's fucking weird. What's
Yeah,
Anya
it
doing?
would be
Yeah,
fucking weird.
just yeah. So just to basically
Yeah.
tell me like how is she gonna react to this? What's the situation here? Is she gonna play? Is she gonna let him
She's
go up to a
she's actually
point? Is she just gonna
she's
be
actually
totally?
going
Is she gonna be
yeah.
host slot and just
No,
you know?
she's gonna play it like she's gonna play it like she's really interested in the show and and eh, and like she's gonna play it like she's really interested in the show and the ship, and she's gonna kind of ignore his ignore his come on.
Okay.
As much as she can.
Yeah. So he is also
And
ignoring the fact that
every time she comes, he tries. She's gonna do that thing like, aha, oh silly, she's gonna be like, you know, like I say, let's say he tries to put his hand on her knee or something like that.
yeah, he's
She's
definitely
gonna be,
touching her
she's she,
for sure.
she's gonna be, he's gonna be like, oh silly, and like she's she's not gonna be like, um she's gonna play into her clumsiness a little bit and and her actual strength. And when she flips him away, she's not gonna be like flipping him away. She's gonna be like, boom, flipping him away, like kind of, you know what I mean? And she's
Okay.
gonna be playing like that. I don't know how else to I don't
I
know
I, I
how else to
totally
describe it.
understand what you're saying. I
Yeah.
totally understand what
Mhm.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Make a charisma check.
All right. She's still got that thing on, so she's got good
Hmm.
charisma going on.
True. Okay. All right. He's he's still playing the game then. You
Yeah.
kind of are
Okay.
able
So
to kind of extend
mhm.
him out a little
Yeah.
bit. He's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
playing the game.
Well, I bet you he's extended out. Yeah.
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. Nah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. So you're kind of fighting with Derek, and he's giving you information, but he's like doling it out real slow. Though
Mhm.
you did find out some information about him. He's basically what he tells you is that so you've got the 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 area where um the Simperia overlordship is, right? Or what originally
Mhm.
was.
Mhm.
And on one side of that is the Auron quadrant, the where the Gangard people are. The that's
Mhm.
the planet Auron's kind of at the center of that with the king and the twins and all, all that shit. On the other side, there was this thing called the Star Alliance, and it shattered. There was like this big disaster that
Mhm.
basically like they were trying to fight this expanding overlord ship from the other side, and they just got fucking wiped out. And he kind of
Mhm.
rose from that as a hero and kind of
Mhm.
fought with them, but he was kind of on the other side, which is why there's only the one crossover. He tells you that he met
Ah.
with those people a couple of times, more than just that one time. The show only did the one crossover, but he
Mhm.
completely minimizes anything that they do. And of course, like, jokes about the fact that like they're the reason that things are so bad now.
But here's the thing. She's playing dumb enough that she's going to intimate that she doesn't know that show either. She doesn't even know who this this Druck Tingston guy,
Well, he probably doesn't even talk about Drake so much. I mean, he probably just talks about the team as a
or this
whole.
she
He
doesn't, she's like the gonger,
Yeah, and if you
yeah,
don't know, he
she's
he
play,
probably
she's
he laughs at
playing kind of
yeah,
dumb.
but the
Mhm.
thing is like with that, he laughs it off and like doesn't even talk about them then. Like if you play dumb and
Mhm.
don't know who they are, he's like, "Well, of course you don't know who they are. I'm just going to talk about me." So if you play
Mhm.
dumb about that, he doesn't talk about any of the links between them then. Because like he doesn't give a
Okay.
shit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he kind of just talks about him and how he's a hero and like what he did and that sometimes things just happen, but he's still a celebrity and he's great and all this stuff. He's still talking
Mm-hmm.
himself up. Um, and you were
Okay,
kind
so
of.
here's the thing. So at a certain point,
Mm-hmm,
okay, at a certain point, if he gets too handsy, right?
mm-hmm,
She's actually going to try to, because she feels like this is the perfect ship. She knows she has backup in the room.
Garrett, roll a d6.
What's that?
I told Garrett to roll a d6.
Oh,
Keep talking. You're good.
okay. She knows she has backup in the room.
Mm-hmm,
If he gets too handsy,
mm-hmm.
then she'll make the decision to actually try to take this guy down and not kill him, but try to like incapacitate him and keep him like tied up or hostage on his own ship so that they actually have control of the ship and him so that they now have access to the ship and they can use this to get in and out and do what they need. So that's the um if he gets too handsy, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Make another wisdom check then.
Oh,
I got a 1 on that.
Okay. And what did Garrett get on his d6?
Or
Uh he got yeah.
4?
yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. All right. So, the war's still trapped in this freaking room. And at this point, he's like desperately searching. But we're going to get back to him in just a sec. Anya, her feminine intuition is telling her this guy's like not gonna take
She yeah.
he's gonna like get to a point. Like she can
He's gonna
just
press the
tell.
issue.
He's gonna
Right,
press
right.
the issue. And she's not really sure how it's gonna turn out because she doesn't really know him. She just knows he's really full of himself. But, you know, that's kind of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Roll one more charisma check for Anya.
Oh no. Oh no. That's not good.
man,
So
Anya, you really just be throwing out crits left and right.
I
so
know.
he's talking to you, telling you the story, still hitting on you, still kind of like he's touching you a little bit more, and he kind of like goes behind you, and you feel this cold in your neck, and you hear this, and he says, "Who are you, darling? Don't lie."
Can I move? Oh. I've got a
He's
blaster to my
holding a
neck.
blaster, like he's holding a pistol to your neck right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Disarm. Just try she's gonna try to disarm him.
All right. So, uh,
Plus, I've got Stephanie there who is probably not gonna have this.
that's true. Um,
So she's probably not gonna have this.
yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Where am I? There I am. Why am it's not letting me click on her? Is she too small?
It's probably like roll 20, just being crazy because it's
Oh,
been being
I'll just
crazy all
okay.
night.
I'll
Just
just roll
roll.
the initiative.
You're the only
Okay.
one. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay,
Okay.
so all right.
Damn.
So obviously
She's
you're,
quick with it.
yeah, yeah. You're
She's
the
she's
you're the one.
she's fast.
Yeah, yeah. She's fast and she's up. So what were you going to try to do?
So basically, what she's going to try to do is she's basically going to try to knock the pistol out and pull and and basically just punch him. She doesn't want to kill the guy.
When you say knock the pistol out, what do you mean? Like, what is she trying to do?
She's going to try to
Let
let's
me set
see.
the scene for you. He was
Okay.
kind of walking around you doing his little seduction thing, and he kind of
Mhm.
walked around and he kind of touched your left shoulder.
Mhm.
And when he did that, that's when you felt the gun. And he kind of put
Mhm.
his arm and he kind of is in back of you with his arms wrapped around you like this.
Okay.
Do you understand? Well, kind of like that because he's taller than you.
Yeah. So she's going to try to flip him.
I mean, with
She's going to
just the
use
gun to her neck, she's just gonna flip him, and the gun's gonna stay to her neck.
how is the gun going to stay to her neck when she's when the dude is if the dude is literally in midair? How's the gun going to stay to her neck? How tell me how that happens. Like the
Well,
dude
I
is
mean, if
gonna
she's just flipping his body, right?
Okay, so let me think.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, how is she gonna flip him? Because this guy is probably about 220 pounds. What does Anya weigh? Like a
She's
190
90 pounds, like 90 some
pounds.
Oh my
pounds.
god.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
He's like
insane.
literally his arm is like she is like a child and his arm is like
Mhm.
fully around her front and he's got this gun. And I mean it's like literally pressed into her neck.
Mhm.
I want you to understand like that's how he has her.
Okay. So okay.
I'm being specific because
That
if she
Mhm.
screws up and he pulls the trigger, he kills her. Like he vaporizes her
Yeah.
head. So
Yeah, I
that's
know
why I'm
that.
being super
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Stakes are
That's why I'm
high, and it's like the very
That's
end of
why
the session.
Yeah,
But
I
you got to
know.
make
That's
a
why I'm thinking.
choice.
Yeah. So she's like, "All right. What do you want to know?"
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I can't tell
Again,
you
don't lie, I'll know.
I can't tell you all the specifics, but let's just say I'm here for something.
Now that just ain't good enough. I'm gonna need to know what you're here for. Again, don't lie. I'll know.
I'm I was hired to steal a piece of art.
Is that all?
What the fuck was
What are you
that?
doing
Oh,
here
that was
then? That's Harrison
Oh, okay.
scuttling around.
Ah,
My bad.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. What are you doing here then? On the boat.
what do you?
My
Well,
boat.
you have a rather big ship, and the
Oh,
piece is a rather big piece. Sorry to say.
all right then. Who's the admiral?
The Admiral.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you mean
Yeah. Yeah. He with you?
the Admiral
Because
is
he's not an admiral. Or a driver of the Overlord, anyway. Definitely not. And,
hmm.
she's not a slave. And, she knows not to move. So, who are you again? Or better
I
question, who you working for?
that I can't divulge. I shouldn't. I should.
Listen, you got two choices. You die here, no one ever sees you again. I murder your friends too. I don't want to do that, but, you know, you put me in a situation that I didn't want to be in. Sometimes you just get into those situations. Or, I don't know, cut me in. But if you do that, I need to know what's going on. I need to know who you are, and I need to know, well, I need to know everything. And again, don't lie. I'll know.
My real name is Anya.
And him?
We, he, his
Am I
name.
actually in the room?
You're passed out.
You're passed out in a different room. Actually, go
That's what
ahead
I
and
thought.
let's go ahead and make a constitution check. Let's make another constitution check. See if Timmy's maybe starting to he's been lying down for a minute. See if he's maybe starting to come around.
Jesus, dude.
God
No,
damn,
he is
dude.
just out the hell out. So he's just passed out in the other
Yeah,
bedroom
you
basically
you
on
fucked up
this yacht.
because your body is not used to the alcohol.
Yeah,
Your
he's
new body is
he's
not used.
he's soaked
I should
Derek's
have done more drinking
s-
training during my
spare
time at
bed in the
GG's.
yeah, definitely. Um yeah. You're out. Thwar, give me one more D6. Yeah, you're like stuck in this room and you've become late. Like you were already late, but you've become very late. It's like moving into the latter half of like you're going towards dinner time and you're not sure if that room opened back up again. You have missed all of your additional performances, and if you get out right now, you might be able to get back there to do like the one last one before dinner. But like it's getting to that point where like you've been locked in this room for like a couple of hours, and that weird chick never came back. And like no matter what you do and what you just like you can't get out. You've even like been like computer, there's like it's not answering. It's just like you're totally locked down, and you're like, what the hell? So you have been having a time. Anya is having a time. She's still at gunpoint. All that craziness. Guthix. Guthix.
Yeah.
You have located what you think is some kind of a security checkpoint. It's right here, right in the middle. and you have to go past all of these things in order to get into this room. All these like there's like these like it doesn't even look like you're supposed to be able to go through here, but you notice somebody like going into this area, and when you follow them back, you find this little command center back here, and it's all robots, and none of them notice you, and you're like back in there. But once you're back in there, it's hard to do anything but observe, and it's difficult to tell if you can interpret what's going on. So go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Wait.
At the moment you can't. You feel like if you have more time to sit back here, because there's a lot of different like screens and holograms and stuff, and there's a lot of it's showing a lot of different areas, and it's showing them very quickly. So it's hard, but you feel like if you sit and study for a while, as long as you can avoid the robots in here, you might be able to glean some information, but it's going to take you time.
Sure, I've got time.
And then, as far as Ren is concerned, the auction has there's been all kinds of weird stuff in the auction, but for the most part, you have no idea what any of it is up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, okay. Uh, Certain people are excited about certain items, but uh, even when they're like telling what the thing is, like half the time you're like, what are they talking about? Like I have no idea. Apparently most of these are very rare, and the prices are in the like the millions, billions of credits for some of this stuff.
Gotcha.
And it sounds like you need to be heisting a little more than just this
Yeah,
main
he's gonna
objective.
hang out. He's gonna hang out a little longer then.
Ren yawns and stretches and accidentally bids like 500 million on some.
Sold.
Yeah. So Anya, do you spill the
So
beans?
Anya is only going to spill the beans for uh herself and Tim, and basically be like, yes, we're working for, you know, he's
Well,
actually going to go ahead
he's
and.
questioned about the slave too, because he also
Mhm.
suspects the slave. So he's also asked you about Stephanie,
He's just
even
gonna
though he
ask.
doesn't know
He's
her
just
name.
gonna say the slave is our pilot,
Okay.
and that's all she's. That's all he's gonna. That's all she's gonna say. This is our pilot. This
Do-
is Tim,
Does does
and basically we're working. You know, we're working for somebody on, and I don't remember the planet that we were on. I personally don't remember the planet. What was the name of the planet?
um I'm I'd have to look it up.
The DM has to look up.
DM's like, I don't remember either,
There's a
man.
whole galaxy full of stuff, man. It's hard to keep track of all these things. Um, where was that? Uh, Here's the question: do you tell him what you are heisting?
She's gonna try to avoid that as best she can until he like really presses it.
Okay, well he presses her then because he's that's the thing. He's like, so what are you stealing? What is it?
Okay, so she tells him, Sharahin. Okay, Sharahin.
Yeah,
So we've
yeah,
got
that's it.
a you know
In fact,
we've got a client on Sharahin who wants whatever that piece. I don't even remember. I don't even think she told us what the name of it was.
she didn't.
Did
She just
she?
said it was precious to. She did not. She just said it was a
Yeah.
piece. It was present precious to
Mhm.
her family. It was her
Mhm.
father's. It was stolen
Yeah.
millennia ago, and she showed you this picture of it or this hologram of it that was,
Mhm.
um, you know, pretty
Yeah.
representative of it.
Mhm.
It's an amalgamation of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So
even more
yeah.
weird. in person.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So yeah,
All right. So the three
our
of you are.
employer might cut you in on a piece of the action if you help us.
Now that thing right there, the thing you're talking about, I don't know what the hell it is either, but it holds a place of honor. It's right there in the middle of that ballroom.
I know.
How are you going to get that out?
Well, we haven't gotten quite that far yet. First step was to secure passage.
Oh, I see. Away off the ship. Well, you don't have much time. You better get to planning. He finally loosens your grip, kind of pushes you forward. So, what's the plan? And next time on Up, Up, and
Yeah,
Away, Nova Destiny,
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks because Dan's in Vegas and Garrett has previous engagements. So next
Yes.
week I don't know, we'll probably be here, but maybe we'll figure something else out. It
Mhm.
will not be this show. But next time on Up, Up, and Away, Nova Destiny, will Thawar ever get out of that room, or will he be graped by the weird lizard lady again?
Will
Will
he discover the Will he discover the weird substance that's actually covering his?
Oh no. Stop. Yeah. Will Anya come up with any sort of a plan? And will Derek help? Or what's up with Derek? What's up with Stephanie? What the hell is up with Timmy? Will he ever be
Will
sober?
I ever be sober
Will he
for
ever
the
be sober
entire
again?
campaign?
Ever. It could happen. Will Ren end up spending all his drug money on like a weird elephant penis that he doesn't know what it is? Probably not. He'll probably figure out how to just make more money from that weird penis. And Guthix,
Will Kegel ever show up?
Will I make any animal sales?
yeah. Will Guthix make any animal sales? Will he have weird sex with Sarth? Who knows? Anything could happen. And what's the source of that
What's the deal with airline poop?
strange
Find out next time.
smell?
Yeah. So,
All right. That's it.
but like I yeah, 2 weeks, people. In 2 weeks, all those questions, all those answers will be questioned.
And more.
But next week, maybe Steve will do a full-on recap. Is
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Steve and Cameron and Harrison might actually be here and do a full-on recap of what's happened so far.
Yeah. I mean, if
So
if
much.
if all
Jesus.
Cameron and Harrison and Jay all show up, I mean, maybe we'll do something. Maybe we can play like a little,
The
little.
funnel?
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, for
Do a
sure.
little funnily action, something,
Yeah.
a little something,
Oh,
something.
hey, and don't forget October 29th, 7 p.m. We're
It's
going to have
8
our
p.m.
I thought you said 7 p.m. at the very beginning.
I'm pretty sure I said
Did you
8
say
p.m.
8 p.m.?
You did say 8.
One of those PMs be here and we will play Super Mario.
And
Yeah,
there's going to be costumes and
absolutely.
hopefully other fun stuff. We'll figure out some
Yeah.
fun things. Uh,
hmm
Dungeon Dan is going to be here, like coming
Yes.
actually here. So yeah, we'll talk about some
That's
shit.
actually good. Yeah, that's actually going to be on this coming Sunday. Actually, for
Hmm.
the next 2 Sundays, I'm going to be there
True.
because the next couple weeks, because I'm flying out of his hometown to go to Vegas, and then flying back in. So yeah,
Correcto.
and then there will be, of course, check us out. There will be shorts from Vegas, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Did
actually I'm
everybody
actually
like? Go ahead.
I'm actually going to be staying right next to the Fremont Street Experience, so I'm going to be right there. So it's going to be a good time.
Did everybody like my last short?
What,
Good
the
morning.
room? Oh shit.
No, the short. You didn't see my short?
Oh no, I saw it. The
The only
hot tub
shorts.
short?
The
Oh
hot tub
yes, I did
short?
see the hot tub
The hot
short.
the
Yeah,
hot tub short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw some of the Busch Garden shorts. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was so hard to get like
It
good.
was dark.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
that was
dark, and yeah, it was hard to get those shots good. Because I tried a
but
couple other times, and
mhm,
they were just like worthless, and I was like,
yeah.
oh man, it was
But
tough.
it was dark, so there were probably dicks there. There were dicks
Hmm.
in the dark there,
Well,
you know.
Steve
Plus,
was there, so it was at least one.
definitely at
At
least
least one
one.
dick in the dark,
For
yeah.
sure, for sure. No, I seriously did like after every coaster, I was like nauseated. Every single fucking coaster. But then we would
Ah,
just go on another one. And I mean, they got some crazy, there's like the Griffin, that fucking one where you go and
mhm.
then you like hang for a fucking minute before it goes down.
No,
Oh
Oh
God.
Jesus,
no,
no,
Oh
not
no.
dude.
good.
Oh man,
Mhm.
my favorite is the one that goes. There's the Forbidden Forest one, the Verbolten, and you go into this tunnel, and
Oh, I
like
love
I
the
mean,
Verbolten. It's
dude,
the best one.
Oh,
it's so fucking
no.
fun. That is my fucking favorite
It
one. You're
it
in
has
a
the drop
tunnel.
where the floor actually drops
Yes,
with you.
you're
No.
in a
No, no,
tunnel and
no,
it's
no, no, no.
totally dark, and at one point it just
It's
stops, and you're
badass.
just fucking sitting there, and you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden it just drops, and then it just
Nope.
fucking goes. Oh man, it's so fun. It's
Yeah,
so fun.
Nah.
I
that's my
felt.
favorite
Nah.
roller coaster like
I,
ever, all
I think
time.
that might also be my favorite roller coaster of all time,
Mhm.
I
and
went there
Nah.
when they first built it.
it totally
I
made me
haven't been on
sick,
a Yeah. I haven't been
but
on a roller coaster
I
in
liked
like
it.
over 25 years. I don't like roller coasters. I can't stand them. I won't
Dude,
ride them. I
I
can't do them. Nope.
Dan, I
Nope.
even went
Nope.
on Invader, which is the wooden coaster. Oh my
Oh
god,
no
that
no no
shit! And
no
it was
no no
so fast,
no
and it was just shit.
no. that
Because
that
it's
fucking
in the
thing
Canada, like the
shakes.
part that's supposed to be
Oh
Canada.
no.
Oh, dude, it's so
Uh-uh.
fast. Yeah, yeah. I love that Busch Gardens
Nah.
though. It's so funny. That's the
Nah.
Williamsburg one.
I
If anybody
I
is
get on a
interested
roller
in. Oh man.
I get on a roller coaster and I'm not getting off the roller coaster. Let's put it that way. That's kind of
Or
how
not of
that's
your
gonna
own
happen.
accord. If
Yeah.
pick you off of it, pick the pieces off.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's not ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's good. We're probably in the stream now. It is.
Yeah.
We've gone a little later than we normally do. People have work and all that. But thank you everybody who showed up and.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got several people in the chat still, and thank you all for being there. And hey, join us again next week and in the next couple of weeks. We'll be
Yeah,
here.
we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. So peace. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
Hey there, this is Garrett from Dix in the Dark. Check out our live stream every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't worry about missing a stream, the VODs are uploaded to the YouTube channel the following day. Check out the links in the description below.